All Pro Wrestling faithful, welcome to APW Gym Wars and the finals of the 2012 Young Lions Cup. Today's main event is the final match in this prestigious tournament as the male model, Kay Jutler, will go one-on-one with Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb. The winner will be crowned the 2012 Young Lions Cup Tournament Champion. Of course, both of these men have had a long, hard road on the way to this final match. Kay Jutler has been victorious against both Darren Dean and APW Boot Camp graduate Mikey J. Mr. Cobb has had his fair share of battles as well, as he has taken on and defeated both Sasha Derevko and J.R. Kratos. Also featured today will be six-man tag team action as Jekylls, Corvus, and Omega from the Carnival of Shadows will face off against the team of Dylan Drake, Adam Thornstowe, and A.J. Kirsch. Who will be crowned the 2012 Young Lions Cup Tournament Champion? We'll find out soon on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars.
APW faithful, it's time. It's time for the finals of the 16-man 2012 Young Lions Cup.
We started out with 8 teams squaring off in tag matches, and now we're down to the final 2 men, and we're going to see the first man right here, Kay Jutler.
Cutler has been victorious 3 times so far in this tournament. He needs just one more obstacle, and that obstacle is a former Olympian in Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb.
All right, I asked you last week, first every time, Young Lions Cup, here it is, the finals. One last pick from you, JJ.
The matches that he was in was a little shorter. I'm going to have to go with Kay Jutler.
Absolutely. Jeff Cobb has had a much stronger hill, much harder hill to climb than Kay Jutler. I'm with you. I'm Kay Jutler all the way in this match.
He has got to be exhausted.
And his opponent in the ring, representing Actions on the Frame, from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing at 225 pounds, he is Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb.
Here we are. It is finals time of the Young Lions Cup. Senior official Sparky Ballard holding that gigantic silver cup high above his head as Jeff Cobb and Kay Jutler get to square off one-on-one for the title of the 2012 Young Lions Cup champion.
These 2 men have bested 14 other of the best and brightest stars that came from all over the globe to compete here at All Pro Wrestling for the prestigious Young Lions Cup. Remember, that cup has catapulted several young careers.
Kay Jutler is showing a lot more energy here than Jeff Cobb. Either Jeff Cobb is being reserved and holding something back, or Kay Jutler is much more well-rested than Jeff Cobb.
Cobb had some very long matches. 3 times he has bested his opponents in the tournament, and he's got to show the worst for wear. He had an amazing victory, a very shocking victory over J.R. Kratos in the semifinals.
But that was a hard-fought victory where Kay Jutler, correct me if I'm wrong, but he wasn't in the ring a lot in the first round. He left a lot to his partner.
Absolutely, and then he picked up a very quick victory, did Jutler, in the last round against Mikey J, and it was kind of really out of nowhere.
And I really think that gives Kay Jutler the advantage here. You know, he's saying the fans don't matter, nothing matters here today but the Young Lions Cup.
And even though he's got that Olympic endurance that Mr. Athletic has, I've got to give the nod to the male model, who just looks that much more refreshed than Jeff Cobb.
Refreshed was actually the word I was thinking of as well. Jeff Cobb looking tired. I mean, and not taking anything away from him. He's a fantastic athlete, hard-fought victories, but Kay Jutler just looks like this could almost be his first match.
Yeah, and see, that's exactly, it goes back to saying that Cobb, even though he has been phenomenal in this tournament, I think that it's pretty safe bet that Kay Jutler has got this thing in the bag. And look at that, he's just failing to go in and lock up with Jeff Cobb. I think he's playing mind games right now, Shane.
absolutely, he's trying to get into the mind of Jeff Cobb, but not only is he trying to get into the mind, he's making Jeff Cobb work. I'll do all this work, and he's getting frustrated. And it's also given him time to get even more rest in. So, I mean, you know, Jeff Cobb still having to chase Kay Jutler is going to play a deciding factor in this match.
And both men lock up, and Jeff Cobb firmly in control, just shoving him off the collar and elbow.
That's one of the reasons why Kay Jutler did not want to get into a tangle with Jeff Cobb here in the early going. He knows that if you get on the mat with a former Olympian like Jeff Cobb, then the tide has turned just that quick.
Cobb with the firm advantage with the strength department and just shoving Jutler off. Jutler a little shaken up by that.
I really think at this point in the tournament, it's a mistake to spend this much time talking and messing with the fans, JJ.
Again, Jutler just being embarrassed.
Sparky Ballard quick to move in to back Jeff Cobb off once Kay Jutler rolls out in between those ropes.
A universal sign for distress is going between the ropes like that, and Sparky Ballard doing a phenomenal job in breaking. But again, it's just that he is not wanting to go toe-to-toe. You're not going to best Jeff Cobb with strength and trying to out-wrestle him.
Yeah, you don't want to try and go toe-to-toe, especially Kay Jutler. Jeff Cobb has the clear size advantage. He's got to use his speed and quickness and not go for things like that forearm. The previous round against Mikey J, solid strategy, similar builds. Mikey J had a little bit of height on it, but similar builds, similar styles, that will work. With a guy like Jeff Cobb, he's built like a fire plug. You do not want to try, when you're a tall, lanky fellow like Kay Jutler, you don't want to try firing those forearms in there on a guy like Jeff Cobb.
Cobb trying to invite Jutler back into the ring. Of course, that's where he wants the finals to end.
Yeah, you don't want to end this on a count out. I really think that maybe a no disqualification type match, but then that takes away from the prestige of the title. So you're
drop kick to the ankle.
Oh, and goes for a quick roll up. 1, 2.
Oh, almost able to wrest away Cobb.
Those feet were pretty close to the ropes. I'm surprised Sparky Ballard didn't catch that, but Kay Jutler right back on top with that nasty drop kick, and then pins Cobb to the mat and fires in with those forearms.
Jutler just mounting him and just driving those forearms into the side of the head.
Just railing him non-stop with those big fists.
Drops the knee right across the chin. Tell you what, that'll make it hard for you to eat. And again, Jutler firmly in control.
Goes for another pin. 1, 2. Fans, we got to take a commercial break. If this match ends during the commercial, we will be back with the finish for you. Stick around. We've got more great action coming up.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include the Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
An APW faithful, we're back. Snapmare, Jutler. Oh, and then a spinal tap from Jutler. He hurt his foot on that one, Shane.
I'm telling you, Jeff Cobb is built thick as a brick, and he's just there. No matter what Kay Jutler throws at him, he's just wearing himself out almost as much as he's wearing Jeff Cobb out.
That tree trunk-like body has been his advantage throughout the tournament, but now that excess body weight is going to hold him down and tire him out in the duration of a 4th match in the tournament.
I'm amazed at the energy that Kay Jutler is showing here in the finals of the Young Lions Cup. I wouldn't have expected to have him have that much gas left in the tank after. I mean, granted, he got much quicker wins than Jeff Cobb, but it's definitely a surprise.
Cobb fires away with a few forearm smashes and then ends up eating some turnbuckle courtesy of Jutler.
Off the ropes.
Oh, drives the foot right across the face.
Nasty face wash by Kay Jutler. Jeff Cobb is in a bad way here. He's got to pick himself back up, get on his feet, and take it to Kay Jutler.
The male model would like nothing more than to be able to go back to England with the Young Lions Cup.
Yeah, he's not just here representing his hometown of Swindon, England. He's here, according to him, representing all of the UK. Beautiful neck breaker by Jutler.
Completely impressive. Catapulting his body over into that neck breaker. He just put his own body on the line in order to try to get a victory.
Jutler looks like he's got a few nagging injuries, maybe from earlier rounds, and maybe Jeff Cobb has really just worn him out more than we thought.
A 2 count only, still unable to put away Cobb. The Olympian still in this thing. Don't give up on him yet, folks.
Jutler picks him up.
Oh, trying to scoop the bigger man up, and over he goes.
Impressive body slam by Jutler. I didn't think he would have it in him, but man, he got him up and put him back down.
After 3 long matches, Jutler able to pick up Jeff Cobb is an impressive feat.
Now he's up in the high rent district once again. What's he going for here? Looks a little bit unsure of his footing, though.
Trying to gain his balance, and off he comes. I know, a slap. Come on.
How disrespectful.
Jutler showboating right now. I don't think that's the place to showboat in the finals of the Young Lions Cup. This is such an important moment in your career.
Two. He gave Jeff Cobb way too long to recover, regain his senses, regain his breath, and try and formulate a quick battle plan there. Honestly, a big mistake by Kay Jutler.
I think Jutler needs to be slapped right now for having behaved like that in this tournament. He could have gotten a victory, but instead chose to showboat.
Oh, reversal by Cobb. Comes in. Oh, big spear into the corner. Follows it with a European uppercut.
Cobb just on fire right now. This is the second win that he needed. Cobb with a suplex. And he's going to hold him vertically, stalling suplex.
All that blood rushing to the head of Jutler. This is not good for Jutler's chances in this final round here.
Jutler's legs are losing all of their blood. You see them shaking right now. Dangerous position, and just drives him to the canvas.
Be a good idea for him to get the cover right now, JJ. Oh!
Cobb with a standing shooting star.
1, 2.
Woo! Whoa, I thought it was over, Shane.
I thought it was over too. That was impressive. I pulled that out of nowhere.
And that's the type of stuff that Jeff Cobb does, and that's why he was the...
Oh, just picks him up off of the mat and hurls him.
Incredible. And another one. And he's held on to it. Look at him. He's got his arms locked.
I don't even know what to call that, JJ.
It's a type of a gut-wrench suplex. Triple. Oh, my goodness.
1, 2.
Oh, left shoulder up. Jutler did not get eliminated with that.
Jutler, you know, say what you will about his tactics and his antics with the crowd, man. Jutler wants this bad.
Both men do, is evidenced by that 3-way that he just performed, that gut-wrench suplex. That was phenomenal, how he was able to hold on to it and throw the body after 3 long matches, Shane.
It's just impressive that he had the strength left in him, but he has definitely shown Kay Jutler he's not going to be a cakewalk no matter how long his first 3 matches were. Ducks the back elbow. Oh!
Both men down with a double clothesline. They were both thinking the same thing.
Sparky Ballard starts his count for both men. This has been a grueling match for both guys here, and you gotta wonder if either of them is going to be able to get to their feet after a vicious double clothesline like that.
You know, this is their 4th match. Both men are just completely worn out, weary. You've not just your body and your mind, you're also taxed out from everything you're giving. This is so important. And both men trying to fight their way up to their feet. The first one is going to have the advantage, Shane.
Jutler up first, fires in with a vicious forearm. Oh, but Cobb wastes no time in firing back.
And he's on Jello Street as Jutler.
Both guys have wobbly knees right here, but both men not willing to give an inch.
And off the ropes and a driving forearm from both men.
Another driving forearm by Jutler. Here comes Cobb.
It is just completely back and forth.
Ducks it.
Up into the air, and he gets caught by Cobb. Follow-away. Oh, my goodness, into a follow-away moonsault.
2, 3.
We have a Young Lions Cup champion, Shane. What an amazing Cinderella story. Jeff Cobb, 16 men, and this man, a former Olympian, stands atop the mountain that is the 2012 Young Lions Cup.
It has been an interesting tournament with a fantastic final match, and Jeff Cobb walks away the champion. I guess we were both wrong with our pick, but man, I couldn't be happier for Jeff Cobb.
I couldn't be more proud of the man that stands atop the Young Lions Cup tournament. APW did a fantastic job in pulling out all the stops. The stars wanted to come here, and this could be the stepping stone. Look at the other men who proceeded to be in this tournament applauding the champion.
Out there giving some well-deserved recognition to the 2012 Young Lions Cup champion, Jeff Cobb, from Action Zone Wrestling here at All Pro Wrestling tonight. Just a fantastic showing.
APW Baseball, the 2012 Young Lions Cup champion, Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb.
You know, JJ, now that we've got a few of these under our belts, I'd kind of like to see some face-offs between some of the former Young Lions Cup champions. We've got guys like Matt Carlos, Corvus, Perry Von Vicious, and now Jeff Cobb. There's some interesting matchups that could be made there.
There are many interesting matchups that could be made there, and I hope that that's something that the championship committee looks into. Jeff Cobb gets the 2012 Young Lions Cup. He's talking to Kay Jutler, who just moments ago lost. And look at that, a shake of the hands. I never thought I'd see that, Shane.
Kay Jutler, you know, he's man enough to admit that the better man won today. You know, it was a fantastic match, a great showing for both men. Jeff Cobb just happened to come out on top here this one time today.
Jeff Cobb picks up the victory, and this moment and moments like these are why I am so proud to be a part of All Pro Wrestling. Look at that as the competitors from the tournament coming to congratulate Jeff Cobb, Mr. Athletic.
You see Shoop Shellhammer, Daniel Torch, J.R. Kratos, Mikey J.
Darren Dean. It's just a myriad of the combatants who performed in the tournament.
There's Tinchismo.
I'm completely blown away. What an incredible, interesting tournament with that man standing atop them all.
It's gonna be a challenge for the championship committee to top this next year. But you know, after a fantastic Young Lions Cup like this, I really think they're gonna be able to pull it out.
Yeah, where do you go from here? I mean, next year, what are we thinking? 32, 48, 500? I mean, it could go back to 8. It doesn't matter. APW, when it comes right down to it, produces the very best when it comes to the Young Lions Cup.
And there you see Jeff Cobb with his trophy, taking it back home to Hawaii with him. Action Zone Wrestling has got to be very proud of their homegrown son, Jeff Cobb.
Absolutely. It's been our pleasure to be a part of the Young Lions Cup. We'll see you next time here at APW Gym Wars. Aloha.